Alright, so now we're actually about to do one of the most infuriating sections of this entire game, depending on your skill level. So considering how many times I've died in Radical Train, we're probably fucked. um, we have to do the Trials of Soliana in order to gain access to Kingdom Valley. You only have to do this once as Sonic, and then again when you play as Silver. For some reason, Shadow just completely
Eggman will
ignores it.
probably go to the ancient castle. Let's get there first and save Elise.
But first things first is we have to do. I'm going to stop by the shop and see if they're available.
Hey.
Welcome. Okay, cool. So Sonic actually has a set of exclusive upgrades. One, and they are called the gems. The one I want right now is this one, and no, I don't want the other two. So the gems are essentially, little power-ups on Sonic's shoes that all have different effects. The green gem summons a tornado that envelops Sonic and damages everything in a pretty far radius. The red gem that I currently have equipped slows down time, but keeps you at a consistent pace, meaning that you can get easy S ranks with just the red gem by just pressing and holding the R button. The blue gem gives Sonic a burst of speed. Whoa, wait, what? Hold up. Did Tails die, but was right behind? Whatever. But the blue gem gives Sonic a burst of speed no matter what. But you may have noticed that Sonic's meter down there didn't deplete at all. That's because in Vanilla 06, Sonic's meter doesn't work. Meaning that, well, because originally these abilities were supposed to be limited, but due to faulty programming and very bad QA, Sonic can use these infinitely. So yeah, have fun. Break the game in half, ladies and gentlemen, because that's what I do with these damn things. Alright, what am I supposed to do? Not him. I gotta go talk to the bishop. Oh, another thing about the hub worlds. The thing about the hub worlds is that there are 3 types of bubble icons. The yellow ones are just general dialogue, the orange ones are actually important, and the blue ones are for side missions, just to let you know. Alright, so we gotta face 3 trials of life and death. They're all pretty easy. The only one I don't like is the second trial, which is the trial of... it's the one where you have to fight a bunch of Eggman's mechs with no rings. And considering how luck-based this game is, in terms of collision, you can guess why it's not my favorite. So we're going to do that one first, just to get it out of the way. Or, no, I can't. I have to do the other ones first.
Hey.
Alright, so I gotta do the Trial of Knowledge. I gotta be smart for a second. Or, I'm sorry, the Test of Intelligence, as the loading screen tells me. I swear to God. I swear maybe some of the developers behind this game weren't that intelligent. Okay, that's just me. I'm sorry. I am highly aware of this game's development history.
Hey.
You know, how stressful it was. I think Yuji Naka left at the time. Crunch time was a huge factor because they wanted this game out for Sonic's 15th anniversary because, it was such a huge deal at the time. But, oh my God, if this game just had like a year or two on the back burner, yeah. Alright, so I gotta follow the warp gates, so... right. Fuck. Alright. Where am I? Alright, hold up. Right. This one. I think it's this one. Nope.
Touching a warp will send you far away in a flash.
Please stop telling me that. I think it's this one then. Alright, it's this one. There we go. If only I was a little faster, because I don't think I got an S rank on that. But these are some of there are some town missions that are required, and this is one of them. Kind of weird that it's required, but you know, for being a side mission. But yeah, I didn't get the S rank. If I was just a little faster, if I was only a little smarter.
Just made it.
Versus, damn my intellect, my non-existent intellect. And me just brute forcing this puzzle because I really, really severely do not give a fuck. Alright, so the next one, I think, is the trial of... whatchamacallit? The trial of death. I don't fucking remember. Trial of don't be a coward. That's this one.
Hey.
Yeah, trial of courage. Or test of courage, sorry. I don't know why the fucking loading screen changes the name. But basically what I gotta do is I gotta fight these guys. I gotta fight a bunch of Eggman's mechs without getting hit. Because I don't have any ranks. Good luck. Basically, I just can't suck.
Hey.
And, judging from my performance in Radical Train, I think we're already way past that. Oh, Lord, help me. Luckily, the red gem should help me a little bit with slowing down time. Shit. Okay, good. First try. And plus with time stop, that helped out. When I was a kid, I could not get past this mission for the life of me. I couldn't do it. I think it took me like a long ass time to get through it. But as an adult, I guess I'm better.
Yeah.
Then again, I don't think as a kid I knew what the red gem did, so I didn't know that I could exploit that.
That was incredible.
Again, I was like 8, so leave me alone. Oh. Alright, last one. This is the easiest side mission in the entire game. It's the Trial of Love, or Test of Love, I think is the game's going to try to tell me it actually is. Which is, there are going to be 2 portals. One's going to be Amy, one's going to be Elise. Pick one.
Hey.
By the way, for this trial, if you pick anything other than Amy, I'm going to smack you. I will find you, and I will smack you.
Hey.
And for some reason, it is very possible to not get an S rank in this, and I'm most likely not going to. But, like, did they expect us to actually think about this? Like, he's like, who do I actually love? When this choice doesn't matter at the end of the day.
Hey.
Yeah. I don't know what happens if you pick if you choose no. It just the game just it's like, oh well, well, sorry, but and the guy just shoots you.
Hey.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That was incredible.
I did literally nothing. All right. And that's it. That is all you have to do to get to Kingdom Valley. Just those 3 side missions. Just do them the way I did it. Except for the Trial of Intelligence. Don't do what I did. Just don't brute force it like I was doing. Maybe actually look up a guide of where to go. And then, you know, do everything else. And there you go. And the Eagle will carry us over to Kingdom Valley. By the way, I want to mention something. Tails is already up here. You jackass, you could have carried us up here. You just chose not to.
You look like you're in a hurry.
So, what's going on?
Circumstances have changed. I need to rescue the princess.
Yeah, so Sonic's just gonna trust a psychopath that tried to kill him twice? Okay. Alright, we're just gonna go with that. By the way, have you noticed how nothing consequential has happened in this entire story so far? Yeah, because we're not playing as Shadow or Silver. Just, again, pointing that out. Sonic's story is the least important in the entire game.
Let's get to Elise right away.
Alright, I'm going to take the shortcut. By the way, Kingdom Valley, love this stage. This is probably one of the best stages in this game. Like, I love everything about the stage. You know, there's a lot of stuff about Kingdom Valley that was changed between development and, you know, oh, wow. You're like, oh, yeah, big shot, Caleb. But, like, if you actually, like, look into the development history of Sonic 06, there was a lot more to this stage. Like, there was going to be a day and night cycle in this game. There was better effects for grind rails and shit. It was, oh boy, this game looked good. You know, and that's why I still thank God that P06 exists, because without it, I don't think we would ever see the stuff that, you know, Sonic Team originally had for 06. And, you know, I'm really grateful that there are people out there who are willing to dedicate their life or their time to, you know, showing what Sonic 06 could have been. You know, despite what I say about Sonic 06 and how much I hate this game, the problem I have is that there are so many glimmers of a good game here. There's so much in this game that's saying I could have been good, but it's not. It failed in every single way. And what's sad is, as a kid, I loved this game. You know, I actually legitimately thought this game was good. You know, I grew up, played other games, played other Sonic games for that matter. You know, games that were better than this. And, you know, I've started to notice. Like, I didn't think this game was perfect when I was a kid. In fact, I think I just liked anything that was, you know, Sonic related at the time. But, you know, like, there are people out there who think that this is their favorite Sonic game. They're probably on crack, but, you know, to each their own. Or they're probably 8 years old and haven't played anything else. Shut up. Nah, I can't skip it.
I'll go on ahead.
Alright, so for some reason we're playing as Silver, because I guess we need a sneak peek of what Silver plays like. I won't get too much into depth about Silver, mainly because we don't have any of his upgrades right now. But as you can see, Silver has telekinesis, or as he calls it, psychokinesis. Which I guess is oddly appropriate, considering that he is a murderous psychopath that tried to kill Sonic twice. Nah, not getting over that. No, I can't do that yet. But he can lift objects and enemies with the R1 button, and he can also do this. Okay. That's not the way the developers intended you to do that, because you're supposed to do this. But because of just how broken this game is, you can get away with doing this. But Silver can grab almost about anything in this game. But the problem is that unlike Sonic's meter, Silver's actually works. So you do actually have to conserve it. If you run out, Silver won't be able to use his abilities until it recharges. Luckily, just standing on the ground for a few seconds recharges your meter for you. And in order to grab enemies, you do have to stun them first, which gets a lot easier in Silver's story when we get his, when we do get an upgrade later on that like where he slams the ground and then releases like a shockwave that stuns everything in a certain radius. But for now, we're stuck with you know, base Silver. So Silver is pretty slow. That is the worst part about Silver. Honestly, I feel bad for Silver, because I'm going to be honest, Silver is one of my favorite characters in this game. But, man, he got screwed. There is so much potential for Silver. But unfortunately, due to development rush and all that stuff that I've talked about, that I've mentioned before, Silver's gameplay makes him the worst Hedgehog. Silver suffered hard in this game, with this game. And as a result, most people see him as the worst main Hedgehog in this game. And that's really unfortunate because, you know, if you're like me, and you've seen what he does in the comics and stuff like that, and the kind of character he is, like, he's a fucking dork, and I love him. Like, Silver is, like, the best character in this game, is one of my favorite characters. I just love him. Like, you know, in this game, he's not very smart. He's dumb enough to believe Mephiles, but I'll get into that later.
Hey, not bad.
But, you know, he's a lovable dork, and I love him. You know, especially in Team Sonic Racing, dude's an idiot, and I love him. Like, there's, like, an interaction between him and Sonic where like, Sonic tries to teach him how to smack talk, and Silver's like, okay. He's like, no, you're supposed to say, in your dreams, Sonic. Oh, in your dreams, Sonic. Ugh, moment's ruined. Like, I love that. I love that kind of interaction with him. But unfortunately, this game, you know, first impressions make everything for the fandom, and Silver did not make a good impression, because not a lot of people like him. Ow. I just realized I wasn't using the red gem. Gotta fix that. Oh shit, okay, that was dangerous. But I really love this stage's aesthetic. I love the, you know, the idea of grinding on wind like this. Like, I love that. Like, that's why I love this stage. Like, there's a lot more reasons to love this stage, but man, this stage is so fucking cool. I just wish it wasn't, you know, in a game like this. You know, if this game was a little bit better, a lot better,
Piece of cake, no sweat.
I would have loved this stage a lot more, but it just suffered. This level just suffered because it's in the wrong game. Like, I gotta say, like, Sonic 06 has so much of my favorite level design for Sonic. Like, it meets all the criteria for me. Multiple pathways, multiple chances to, you know, find the most optimal route. Interesting gimmicks for every level, whether it's something as simple as, you know, fuck me. Yeah, that's what I was missing. I was trying to light dash, but the game had different ideas. And plus the camera is utter garbage.
Seem to be protecting the door for some reason. Looks like I gotta defeat them first.
I'm trying to light dash, for Christ's sake. Oh yeah, by the way, this game also suffers from the classic Sonic staple of, let's put everything on one fucking button for some reason. Ah, whatever.
Piece of cake. No sweat.
Man, it'd be nice if the frame rate wasn't so shit. Oh god, I'm probably gonna say that a lot more in Shadow's story, probably, and Silver's. Oh god, I'm not looking forward to getting Silver. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. But for some reason, the game read the idea that I was doing the bounce attack for some stupid reason. But whatever. Because Sonic Team at this time did not learn the idea of multiple buttons. There we go.
Be careful not to fall off here.
You know, I think my blood pressure went up during that. I saw my life flash before my eyes again. Alright.
Yes.
By the way, rail grinding in this game doesn't really work like Shadow the Hedgehog or Sonic Heroes or any of the other games, actually. This is the most straightforward rail grinding this game has to offer. You can't switch rails, not easily anyway. And, you know, balancing is not an issue here. Then again, that wasn't really an issue back in Sonic Heroes either. Really, back in Sonic Heroes, all you had to do was worry about boosting. Even then, boosting is... pressing the square button like I do all the time doesn't really do anything from what I could tell.
Sonic, leave this up to me. You go after Elise.
Alright, so now we're in the final Mach Speed section for Sonic's story, which, you know, this could be considered the hardest one because, once again, just like Radical Train and Crisis City, it could be really hard to control where Sonic goes, especially when you're jumping. So maybe I might have a lot of problems here. Let's find out. I shouldn't have like dashed. I jumped! I swear to God I pressed the X button. Okay, I didn't know that was there. That was my... Okay, I will take the fall on that one. I didn't know that was there. Okay, I knew that was there, but... Christ. I fucking hate this Mach Speed. I fucking hate this. Oh yeah, look at that jump animation, man. Ugh, so ugly to look at. Oh man, but you know, this could have looked a lot more beautiful in this game, but no, they skipped on the budget. But you know what, though? I will give Sonic Team credit where credit's due. It's still better than Bubsy 3D. Then again, that is not a high bar. I think, like, literally anything's better than Bubsy 3D. I don't think I could think of a single game that's worse than Bubsy 3D. Like, nothing off the top of my head. Besides, and I'm talking about official releases, no bootlegs. Alright, we're at the home. We're home free. Just runs into the fucking door. Just... Yeah, that was terrible.
No problem.
I think I always get C rank on Kingdom Valley my first playthrough of any profile I've made for this game, because spoiler alert, I have made multiple profiles. In fact, I had to make a new profile on the PS3 to, you know, make a new file, because I wasn't deleting my current one. I don't have a 100% save file, but I just don't want to go through all that shit again just to say I have a profile.